Welcome back, guys. Today we're going to look at IDs and classes. So think about walking into an event and you're given an ID with your name on it. So it's like tagging you, right? It's the same thing in HTML. So we can have 5 different paragraphs that probably say, so this is one. And let's just copy this. So we can have 5 different paragraphs. Now, if we call the P, right? Let's put our 5 paragraphs there first. All right, this is 3. This is 4. And sorry, come on. This is 5. Awesome. So we have 5 different paragraphs, as you can see. Now, if I wanted to style these paragraphs, I would normally go to my CSS and call P, right? And say color blue. Okay. And everything turns blue. But what if I didn't want all my different paragraphs to be blue? I wanted one particular paragraph to look different. I'd have to give it a different name so I can call it in CSS. Okay, so I'll take the second one and give it what we call an ID. So an ID equals, so inside your paragraph, ID equals blue. Let's make this black. Black. Okay, great. So it could be any name you decide. The ID is the name you want to give the paragraph, that element, you give it. So in your CSS, instead of calling it as a P, you would call it first with the hashtag, because it's an ID, and then the name you give it, which is black. Then we can change the color to black. And you see that this turned black. Okay, let's try for the second one. Let's give the third paragraph an ID of go. So it could be anything you want to name it. It doesn't have to be a color, or it could be anything really. You decide what the name is. Okay, so we come here and then we use the pound sign and the name we gave it, which is go, and give it a color of red. We can also change the background color, so you can style it completely differently from all the other paragraphs in your website. Okay, teal is a bad color to choose. Let's give it a background color of yellow, just so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so you see that paragraph 3 has a background color and a different color. We also have classes. Classes work exactly like IDs. Okay, they also give a different name to your elements. Okay, so I can change the 4th paragraph with a class. So P class equals friend. Alright, and then save this. And in my CSS, I will call, now instead of using the pound sign, we'll use a full stop and then give it the name that we've called it. Then we can give it a different color. Okay, give it a background color. Okay, let's just stick to color to now. So you see the color for this changes. So IDs go with a hashtag and classes go with a full stop. Okay, let's change the last paragraph and then we can move on. So the last paragraph, let's go back to HTML. Okay, so inside our paragraph, we'll give it a class name of wow. Okay, that's wow. Then in CSS, we'll change, so the full stop, then the name we gave it. Then we can actually change the font size to 30 pixels. And you see that it changes. So we don't have to have the same color or same styling for all our paragraphs or all our elements. We can actually differentiate elements using classes and IDs. So we'll see in the next session when we talk about CSS display.